see me in the cockpit. All the more risk is frosted. Too late to get busted. Fuck me this. Fuck picture fit, cause it's not it.
So this is part 2 of how to edit like LMGK, Numby, Clerke. Now, basically Vegas Pro 18 came out a few days ago. Of course I didn't buy it, I got it for free, so we have Vegas Pro 18 right here. And it's completely new, so I'll put a link to a YouTube video on how to download it, basically. So, yeah, that's basically what we'll do there. And now what we're going to do is, now that we're in Vegas Pro 18, we're going to make a video track, of course. And of course, we're going to open up our cinematics. Alright, so again, I got Vegas Pro 18, YouTube video in the description that will tell you how to get it. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is, of course, drag my cinematics, and again, I like to make maybe like 3 video tracks, an audio track before I start. And we're going to use this song right here. And this, again, has a long beginning. Now, this song is pretty loud, so I'm going to decrease this a little bit. Like that. So basically, when you find the point, you see that black line. So basically, you hit space, and it'll put the marker all the way to where it is, and then you can cut it. Or what you could do is just place a marker there and then cut it there, if you didn't know what I said. So, got that. So now we have this. That's basically that. Alright, so now we're gonna put our transitions. I get my own transitions. I don't use cinematic packs, sign packs, nothing like that. But if you are lazy and want to get those free sign things, I'll put 2 Google Drive things that basically will have just a bunch of cinematics. So that's basically that. But basically, we'll drag our first cinematic in. Now, in my last tutorial, I said it was Control U, and then I cut the audio and then cut the track. It's actually U. You don't have to hit Control, and then we'll just delete this because it's on the same layer as my thing. So now let me trim this. So like right about there, cut it, delete, and then do this, or drag this like right below it. Okay. And then actually no, we have to drag it to where the song starts. So right there, and then we'll delete that marker. All right. So now basically, once you have that, we're gonna right-click. This is the cinematic. I thought this was the text. Now you have the cinematic, and then you know what to do. Insert, remove envelope, velocity. All right, and then from the beginning point. Now I found a faster way to do this. So basically, you want to go 10 ticks after. Now look at the second tier. It's at 25. So where would it be? It'd be at 35. Or this is not seconds. This is milliseconds. But you put it at like 35 or something like that. Or it goes off 30 seconds. So we're actually gonna have to do it off 10 ticks. So you go 1. So let me put the point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're gonna make a point there. Put this to maximum, and then this should already be normal. And then put this to fast fade, so you have that. Alright, so you've done that. Now you're gonna make, let me delete this. You're gonna make a point here. So right click, add a point. Put this to maximum forward velocity. Now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Normal. So basically that. And it's not fast fade, it's slow fade. So it's like that. So now it's like this so far. And that's that. Now basically what I like to do is you can do the ones where it goes back or front, and then the last one is a spinny one. That's usually what LMGK would usually do, or actually not LMGK, Numby would do. The last one would be like a spinny one, and I do have that for a cinematic. So what we're actually going to do now is drag our next cinematic in, which is like this skate here, and then right there, cut it, delete, and then do the same thing. Alright, so let's remove velocity max 18 right there exactly. Let me delete that. Or I gotta delete all these points because I accidentally did something I mistaked. Normal fast fade. I skipped this in my last video, so I'm actually just gonna show the full thing. Unless anyone was confused when I was doing this part.
You see me in the cockpit.
Check this there. Add a point. Max 18, so that'd be 0.8. Normal. Slow fade. And then the last one. Alright, I found it, so let me drag that in. Do the same cut, and then so I have one spins right here. Right here. Now usually the speed would be up. I feel like this was a little bit slow, but I'm just gonna keep it anyway.
See me in the cockpit. Automotive is frosted. Don't the cockpit. Automotive is frosted. Don't look to it, it's frosted. Don't it's frosted.
Alright, let me see you.
Automotive is frosted. Don't.
So that was point number 2. I'm gonna cut this there, delete, and then this one I'm actually gonna skip because I feel like you should be getting this part by now. Alright, so we're back. I don't think I said this earlier, but again, no slow fade. So if you didn't watch my first video, don't put a slow fade or anything like that. So now that you have done that, we can now get on to the text. Now, if you don't have legacy text, because usually some of the versions, like 15, 16, some of them cracked, don't have legacy text, I made a video, or the last tutorial I made it like where I used the LMGK text. So if you want to use that text, base it off this video. But if you don't have legacy text, copy everything I do if you want what I'm going to do in this tutorial, basically. So you drag the text, the legacy text, and you're gonna put this, we can say tutorial, because this is a tutorial, and you're gonna put this at Helvetica compressed regular. Again, in description we'll have the font, and then I put this to 65, and now you have that. Okay, so that's basically all I do. I'll drag it to the first cinematic. And now what you're going to do is go to the setting gear right here and put the stereoscopic 3D mode to anaglyphic red/cyan. Hit apply and hit OK. So you see it's a little bit dark. To fix that, we're going to go into the video effects, saturation adjust, and I have a preset. Copy all these settings and it will make it back to normal again. If you don't want to make a preset, you do these settings and then this will be like default or something like that. I'll show you. It'll be like default. And then you could type a random name, save it, and then it will be like over here, as well as it will be over here. The next time you put it in here, so you have the saturation adjust right there. And you basically add it to every video track that you make. So, yeah, check every single one. If you see this, then the saturation adjust, then you have that. Okay, now, once you have done that, we're gonna add the drop shadow. It's just the same thing we added in last tutorial. Same thing, same settings, copy them, pause it, do whatever. So that's that. Close that down. And now the last thing we're going to add is like this glitchy kind of thing, alright, that I've seen in a couple videos. And it's going to be the stereoscopic 3D address. And I have a preset. It's the same settings, or everything's default except that this was set to 0. Just put this to 0.0020 and you see a little bit of a glitchy effect. And then what we're gonna also add is the displacement map, very classic. Alright, I usually just would add displacement map on everything because that's that. And now you have that. And then you're gonna hit U, like the thing here, and extend this all the way to the end of the cinematics. Alright. Now, if you're doing everything in order, so like some people would just do text first and max, then if you're doing everything in order, everything will be more organized and you will kind of understand it. So make sure you're kind of doing cinematics and text, display map, all of that. And then go to the 3 lines, compositing mode, custom, I believe. There, yeah. And the base display map. Hit OK. And then I have a preset again, everything default except that this is set to 0.001, and same thing for here. So now you will have this. And it will be a little bit laggy, so yeah. Alright, so now what we're actually going to do is make another video track, and basically every video track you make, always drag this first, always drag it. Now what we're going to do is, or I think I added it to the wrong thing. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So now what we're going to do is, in the description will be a like a Twitter thing, and you're going to drag it right here on the top, and we're going to copy this, and then you're going to paste this here, create a new copy, and then do this, and then after we're done with the text, we're going to do the text transitions. So yeah, so basically now you have kind of this so far, and then of course we're going to change this to edited by, like this. Alright, copy that, and so now it should be. So yeah, and then we're going to copy this, paste this here, create a new copy. Make sure it's creating a new copy. If it's a reference, then whatever you change this as will be every single one of these. So let's say you put this as edited by, this will be edited by, and this will be edited by. So make sure it's creating a new copy. What it said, don't change or anything like that. And then you're going to put your Twitter. So this is my Twitter, like that. And then what you're going to do is drag this to where it extends here. Drag this to the bottom, drag this to the top, like this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to click this, or what we got to do, hold up, is we click the crop button here, and you're going to, let me decrease the thing here. You're going to go into the mask, and then this one, the rectangle or square mask creation tool, and I actually have to extend it, there you go, and then crop the first one, like this, and then go back to position, and move it to where it's like this. Alright, and if you want to increase the size of it or something like that, you can do that, and it will be like that. So I guess that is perfect. So you close that. Okay, and if you want to the Twitter logo to be the exact size I have it right now, I'm pretty sure you can just copy this position, all of that, and it will be the exact same thing if you want to do that. Okay, so now, so far you should have this. Exactly like that. Okay, now we'll add the last one. So copy, paste, create a new copy, drag this, and then usually this one I like to put enjoy. So let me enjoy, like a little heart or whatever. So we do that. Now we're gonna add the transitions. So again, put the fade and offset to 15. Put this one to 15. Just put everything. Or actually, you know what? Because usually I don't like the fade out one. I usually just do the fade in and then not do the fade out. Alright. So the first one we're gonna do is spin. Very classic. Or we gotta go to transitions for this. 3D blind spin, and you're gonna drag this to the beginning right here. So I'll show you because it will be a little bit laggy. It will be like that, basically like that. Now what we're gonna do is, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, with the FaZe Pro 18, it's impossible to get the BCC plugins unless you download it, like buy it basically. So that's why I don't have it, but there is, you know, another method, you know, because usually that wasn't really too important. But so now you can do that, and then now what we're gonna do is for this one we're actually gonna add in you know what, no, for this one we're gonna actually do gradient wipe, and then, or wasn't gradient wipe, it was linear wipe, I think, or let me see what this one does. Yeah, linear wipe. Linear wipe's good. So you can do linear wipe. So for this one, so linear wipe. So basically, it would like do that, and you can do that. So linear wipe default. Now this one I've planned. So this one I use this one, and then you're gonna do one vertical blind and one vertical blind. So now, so far, you should have this. I think it's gonna be laggy, but hope not. Like that. So that's perfectly fine. And then for this one, the last one, you can actually add all the 15 here. And for this one, you're gonna add in barn door and drag this one to the beginning one and this one to this one. So now in total, it should all be like this. Alright, and that's basically what you can do there. So that's all it is to cinematics. Now the clips, I'm actually not going to be using mine. I haven't really been enjoying this game, so I've just been mainly focusing on editing, doing whatever I want. So basically, I'm not going to use my clips. I'm going to use Crow's clips. Very, very good editor. I suggest checking him out. He's not underrated though. He has like 7K, and I have 100 subscribers. But let's just get straight into the clips. What we're actually gonna do is so I'm actually doing something a little bit different. So take out that fade off outset. I think that's what it's called. And we're actually in the description will be a ghost transition, or it's like kind of a ghost. And then what I'm actually gonna do is drag it onto this one and right here. So basically what this is a kind of ghost like that. Okay, and also for the video effects, make sure to add not the stereoscopic saturation and drag it here. So that's basically that. And now what you're gonna do is for the 3 lines, make this compositing mode and make this screen like this. So now it will kind of show right here. So basically now when we get into our clips, so I decided to use this one. So basically right here. So basically what you're gonna do is with the ghost, basically right over here, we're gonna get into it. So once it opens its mouth like this, you're gonna cut it here, delete, and then drag this right here. So now it will be like that. It'll fade into that. So it goes like this. A little bit laggy, but if I do this, it will show that. Alright, that's basically what it is there. So, yeah, I was gonna do that. I completely forgot, but I just realized. So that's basically that. Alright, so now we're gonna crop our clip to where we think it's gonna look completely perfect. So, let me actually mark it. Oh yeah, we're actually gonna need to probably decrease this so I can hear the actual song. Drag this maybe a little bit up. So I marked it where that will work. So let's see here. So basically where the blue shield would show. So that really isn't gonna matter, I guess, if when we do the thing. So let me keep adjusting it. So you just move the thing. So a little bit more, I think, or that is fine. So it should be like this. That's good. So that's basically what you can do there. So now you're gonna move your analog stick all the way to where the shield would become blue. And and what we're actually gonna do, first, is make an audio track, and in the description will be a gun cock sound and as well as a whoosh sound. So make sure you get that. Alright. So let me actually drag this right here. And then we'll drag in this swoosh sound, which I might not have the link, but if the link in the description will probably be something different, but it's gonna be the exact same thing. So let me find it. So this one, I use this one. So now you have this. So now you're gonna, where the blue shield would show, so basically there, you're gonna put it to this long stick, the long stick right here, and put it exactly in the center, and it'll be exactly perfect. Let me adjust this just like this, make it a little bit smaller, so I can fit this sound effect in as well as do this. So this is basically the smallest we can. Now, if this does not work, you can make another audio track, but it's where. And we're actually gonna make, yeah, we're gonna make another audio track. So you can drag this one to the top, and then we're gonna decrease this sound a little bit loud. So like there, I guess. And that's that. Alright, so now that we have added in these effects, we're gonna go again to where the blue shield would show. Or no, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add in like a little bit of like, it's kind of like track. It uses track motion, and you've probably seen this a couple of videos. But what we're gonna do is make, I think it's 2 video tracks, and we're gonna add in the saturation address, drag it onto this, and then drag it onto the new layer. And now what we're gonna do is that's good. And you know what? We're gonna mark the shield transitions because I always need to mark it like there. So right here, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. So basically, what I did is I synced the points. So what I'm gonna be doing is it's kind of like a box effect. So it would go smaller, and then it would go a little bit more bigger, and then it would go full. Can't really describe it. So I made it markers here, so you can. So that's basically kind of there. So kind of like sync points. I really can't describe it. It's really hard to describe. So yeah. So now we're done that. Cut it to these markers. Alright, so I've cut to these 3 points. So now what I'm gonna do is hit U, and drag in Gaussian blur. Now you're probably wondering, or you're probably confused. I'm sorry if you are, but you'll kind of catch on what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna drag extreme blur. So what I did is I hit U, so that separates it. Drag extreme blur, and or I should have done something beforehand. But paste this on top, copy, and then paste this on top, and then we're gonna take these effects off. Okay, there you go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna click the lines here, add track motion, and basically I'll show this box, decrease the size, not too small, but like size you want. And again, if you want the exact box that I've done, copy the settings, and then basically you have that, and then now you're gonna do the same thing here. So, and then make this kind of that size, so you can kind of see it. That's fine. Now what we're gonna do, go to track motion, add 2D glow, and then put the color black, like this. And then do the same thing over here, and then 2D glow, black, and then you have that. So now it should be like this. And that's basically what that is. Alright, so now that you have done that, what we're first going to add is Gaussian blur, and drag in the soften one. Drag it here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to animate both of these, set this to 15, and then put these to 0. That's basically what you're going to do there. And then adds a little bit of Gaussian blur effect. Add shake, so S_shake. And again, Sapphire plugins in the description. Plugins. I said what did I say? I don't know. I said with that, and then you're going to. I have a preset here, so basically, copy this. This is a new one, so copy from my last tutorial. So this is X, this is Y, this is Z, and this is the tilt. And make sure to pause it. I'm gonna go slow when I go up, so you have that. Okay. So now that you have done all of that, or I've shown you all that, what we're gonna do now is animate the amplitude and put this point to like the middle-ish. So I would say whatever. I guess this is the middle, whatever. And you're gonna double click on this amplitude line right here. You're gonna double click on it, drag this all the way to 0, and then you're gonna drag this all the way to the end. So now that you've done that, it will kind of shape like that. So that's basically what that is. So now that we have done that, let's cut it to where the song will, or a thing where I can, a good place to cut it. There, that's what it's called. And now, for this one, I'm gonna add 3 clips, instead of 2, because I have more effects that I'm gonna show you. So let's just get into the second clip, just straight right into the second clip. Right, and again, I forgot we're gonna do, or not really forget, but it's like, I prefer if you do that. But in the description, I don't know if I said this already, but in the description will be a glow effects transition. So that's how I got the ghost effect. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but that's how I got the ghost effect. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is in the Google Drive, we're gonna use the TV on 011. So let me get that in. So I used the ghost one. So this one, it's like a line, and it goes like that. And we're gonna have to make a new video track, and then drag this one on the bottom. Of course, you know what we have to add: saturation address. Drag this one here. Now what we're gonna do is drag this one a little bit over here. Zoom in a little bit. Fix this. Okay, and then we're gonna go here, and then. I should have probably added it on there. You know what? We'll add this. So add it at the same thing as the ghost. The same one here. And then we'll delete this actually. Make it here. Okay. Alright, so once you've added it to the thing, we're going to add in our next clip again from Crow. Crush pad to 200 pump. So it's like that. And let me see here. So. And I'm gonna have to actually kind of adjust this. You don't have to do anything that I'm gonna do right now, but these clips are a little bit fucked, so let me adjust this. So let me see if that will be fixed. Or what we first have to do is, or no, that's fine. Never mind. Yeah, that works fine. So don't do anything I've done, but the audio is a little bit fucked, so I had to do that. So now what we're gonna do is with the thing transition, we're gonna make it to the diamond shape, and then cut it, delete it, drag this here, and then drag this here like that, and then this extend all the way. So it's like that. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is, there we go. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is find to where we want to cut it. So I guess there, and then we're gonna have to delete this too, but you don't have to do that. And then again, keep adjusting when you find a perfect spot. So we have to do knock in next or whatever. So man, with this. So basically, again, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to adjust a clip with the next sound beat, but you should. Yeah, that works fine, I guess. So let me actually, increase this a little bit more, I feel like. So right over there. So yeah, that, I guess that would work fine. So now I marked a couple spots. So 2 sync beats basically. So the sync beat where you get the kill, and the sync beat when you kind of won it, I guess. And again, you probably don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully you get it when I kind of keep going. But now after that, I'm right clicking this. I'm gonna put insert/remove envelope, and I'm gonna put this as pan or shift P if you want to be fancy. So now what you're gonna do is create 2 points here, or 1 point there, and then 1 point there. So basically where the markers are, and then I usually add 2, so 1 here and then 1 here. So 1 close to the end, 1 close to the thing, right there. And now what I'm gonna do is for this one, you want to put it to your left ear first. So go on top here, and put this to like 48. There we go. 48 and then 40 right, 45 right. Do the exact percent. I usually do the exact same percent for every single one. So it's like this, like that. That's perfect. Okay. So now that we have done that, we're going to, let me cut it, I guess, and then cut this there. And I'm sorry for that audio, but that's what crow, I guess, sounds like. Whatever. Alright, so now you get this. And that's that. Alright, and then cut it to this part right here. And what we're gonna do is, again, another one of the glow effects. I kind of want to put a lot of the glow effects because, you know, I have that. But for this one, we're going to do, let me see if I can find it actually. There we go. It's this skull front, so it's like a skull basically. So yeah, you cut it here. So when it comes to these glow transitions, always make it the same layer. That's what I always just love to do. So now we're gonna move it a little bit before, so kind of, and then cut it, I guess, right there. So the will go like skull, boom, boom, skull, skull, boom. So that's basically what that is. So then it'll go like that. And then that looks actually perfectly fine. And then you have that. And I actually forgot something. I'm actually gonna add velocity. I don't know why I did not add velocity. So add velocity. So I'm gonna right click, insert, remove envelope, velocity, insert, remove envelope, velocity. Put this to 200. And then for this one, make this 6 or 3 after, so to like 12. So again, seconds there. This one normal, and then this one will be like 0, 3, 6 ticks before this one, and then this one will be 200. This one would be, or no, this is normal. Oops, normal. This one is 200, and then this is 50. Like that. So then it goes like or let me adjust the this one, the TV. Make it to like a little bit before. Don't do it when you get the kill. Alright, so once you have done all of that, this is what the whole thing should look like. Let me save this. Alright, so now it goes like this.
AMG, all the options. You see me in the cockpit. All the more risk is frosted.
And that probably looked out real bad because it was so laggy. I'm sorry for that, but that's just how Vegas is. You know, that's how Vegas is. I'm not gonna complain that it's a bad software, but it's like very laggy when it comes to previews. Their previews are not that good, not gonna lie. Alright. So now that we have done all that, of course, now we're gonna add effects. So, let's see here. For the effects here, we could add or yeah, we'll add this. Okay, so you're gonna add velocity, and then you're gonna set this to 200. So we're just doing the same thing with the velocity. So 22. Click this, set this to 50, and then go 6. So this would be at 13. And then we have to actually add velocity first, and then normal, like that. Okay. So for this one, we're gonna add a rainbow impulse effect. If you don't know who Xavier FN, he does this, or he made a tutorial on this, but I'll just put it on here. Anyway, so it's like a rainbow burst, I would say. So drag same layer. This one actually has audio, so let me delete that, delete this, like that, and then put it to the end, like right here. And then actually what we have to do is, let me put this here so where it starts black. So when it first spawns in, so right here, because this we have to like, okay, there we go. And then, and we're gonna actually have to extend this all the way. I guess the effect starts late there. Okay, there we go. So now we have that, and drag this all the way. So now it goes like that. So it goes like, and then you have that. So now once that is done, or now what we have to add is s_shake, and I cannot spell, and then add the same one, and then do the same thing. There. So now the shake, see if it worked. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so that's basically that, and then let's get on to the last one. Alright, so for the last clip, or what I actually forgot to do, is copy this, paste it here. We're gonna add the swoosh, okay? And then yeah, this is the marker where it gets killed. Add the swoosh all the way there, and then you have that. Perfectly good. Alright, so now. And that's pretty laggy. So, alright, so into the last one, another crow clip. So it's basically that. And for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to drag this to 10. So, let me zoom in. So, you're going to put this to 10 right here. And then for the video effects, you're going to look up. Now, I don't know if you have this. If you have the BCC plugins, it's perfectly fine. You drag that on there. But I don't know if you have this. It's like a S swish pan. And I have to go to I don't know if you have this. I don't know if it was included in Vegas Pro 18. But we have this, and then I drag it on here. It's the same thing as BCC Swish Pan. I don't know if you have to add any anything to BCC Swish Pan, but this one you don't have to add anything. So this will have like that. Okay, and what we're gonna do is now move this to the end like that. Okay. So now I guess. So it's like that. Okay, so it's basically what that is. And I guess we're gonna have to actually adjust the clip a little bit. So let me actually cut it to where I think it will hit. And let me find the next sync hit. Yeah, that's where it goes. So see here. So that's the marker. Let me zoom in. So if it doesn't go to 10, you have to zoom in. Yeah, I guess. Nah, I think a little bit more of extending, like there, I guess. And then, yeah, I think that's fine. I guess that would work. Okay. So now once that's done, boom. Okay, yeah, that works perfectly fine. Okay, so split it again there, and then we're not gonna add any pan or anything like that. And oh yeah, what I have to do is with the swish pan, you're gonna copy and paste the base swish, and we're gonna make it to where it goes in the thing. So swish pan starts right there. So what we have to do is put the base swish to the exact point, mark it just in case. So the swish ends there, so let's make some space for this one. And again, if you want to drag it to the bottom, you can. So, and then we'll cut a little bit like this there, and then put the middle point. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna have to do this. Okay, so make this the line, and we're gonna make another video track, or not another video track. Oops, we're gonna make another audio track because this one I put low GB just because it's a little bit loud. So we're gonna drag this to one right there. So now we have like 13 video tracks. So now we have the swish pan and everything like that. And this is a Rex effect. I don't know if I said that already, but Rex uses this effect. He would do like a swish and then it makes a sound. So that's basically what we did there. Okay. So now what we're gonna do actually. Now I put it random, I guess, but what we're gonna do, make a random point, I guess, before the middle, split it, and we're gonna add something called sepia. So effects sepia, and then I have a preset, copy the settings, makes a black effect, and then for this one we're gonna cut it to the marker here, this, and FX, and then we're gonna add something called amplitude modulation, and this one, this amplitude modulation. Click OK, and then I have a preset right here, and basically what it is just dragging this dB from 0, which it should be 1, you put it, and then 24, and then I check these 3, basically. So so that's basically that. Okay. So now, and then that, and then now, copy the thing, paste it here, add this to that, the line, drag it right there, and add that base swish right there. Usually with the gun cock, you can probably add it like 3 times, not do it every effect, because that would kind of be annoying. I usually always do it for the first one. Alright, so now what we're going to do, this is the last effect out of the whole thing. It's another glow VFX. I know there's a lot added, a lot overused, but what we're going to do here is we're going to drag in a... Alright, so for this one, the glow FX we're going to use is like a demon face. Alright, so the one we have here is a demon face, so basically just make it to where the black would start. So black would start right here, and then just drag it all the way to the end. Like there. So it'd be like that. And let me actually, I don't like this. It's not really synced up too well, so I guess we're gonna have to. And then you have that. And then cut it, delete, and then we are basically done. So we are done with all of that. Alright, now basically already made a thanks for watching at the end. Alright, but I'm basically going to be doing a thanks for watching, and then once I've done all of that, I'll put an outro and all of that, and what the future of this channel will kind of be. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed another tutorial, you know, banger video. I have no problem making these if it's just to help you edit. So the future of this channel, I really don't know. I'm trying to do client work for free, so like I'm trying to get people to edit, and then I'll post it on my channel. So it's basically I'm gonna do for the biggest of my, the future of my channel. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Hopefully I can get it in maybe another week after this video, and because I have to edit this video. So that's it. hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial, all of that, and thanks for the support. We got like 1K in our last video. I know that's not much, but that's probably the most views I've had in my whole channel, or the only video I've had a bunch of views in. So thanks for the support on that, and hopefully this gets support as well. All right, enough talking, long intro. See ya. Bye.